And when you create a movement, even bro, this shit just so. Cause you can create a movement and try to goddamn just like anything else. Martin Luther King, what his name?
Yeah,
Malcolm X. So you create a movement, then the movement hating at you the face.
Yeah.
If he create the G Herbo movement,
niggas crap in the bucket.
And we all we with it. I'm with it. Bank with it. Everybody with it. Woo, woo, woo. It's gonna be a nigga somewhere mad that G Herbo is the face of this.
Yep. Not to get to preaching, but that shit is hundreds of years.
You gotta get all the hate, all the fuck shit out these niggas like Snoop. Yeah, you gotta outlet. As soon as he said that was my only shit I could think of. You gotta live like Snoop.
You gotta live like Snoop. I'm telling you, you gotta start talking about peace and
hit that
weed and shit.
You're listening to Big Facts with Big Bank and DJ Scream.
Live from First Class Sounds, it's DJ Scream, Big Bank, Baby J, special guest G Herbo. It's time for that Big Facts.
Yo, my nigga.
What's going on with everybody? Everybody good? Everybody good on this fine day?
Gang.
We're fantastic.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Herbo, man, you are like one of the most requested, if not the most requested guests for Big Facts. So welcome. You know what I'm saying? We'll look forward to that conversation.
I requested myself. I ain't gonna lie. I want to be
You said you requested? Oh, you a fan of the show?
Nah, for sure. This the culture, man. I hear too, man. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to pull up. I ain't never really like requesting myself to go on those shit. I ain't gonna lie. Big bro, I tell you, I used to tell him like myself, like, man, I need to do that shit, man. Come on, what we doing?
Yeah.
That's love.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
Absolutely. New project 25 going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Congratulations on that. What's on G Herbo mind today, man?
Today, man, I'm just chilling, man. I just went and picked my son up right now, so I'm in daddy mode and shit, man.
Okay.
Okay. You know, when I come to Atlanta, I really be hanging out for real, unless I'm with my son and shit. So I just pulled up right here because this the home team. You know, it ain't shit to pull up right here.
What's the spot you be fucking with when you in the A-Town?
Shit, Copper Cole.
Copper Cole, right.
Copper Cole.
Shouts to Ruggs. Gotta fuck with Copper Cole.
They got everything up there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ruggs, man.
Or gambling shit.
Niggas done took over Buckhead.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
They doing shit. They got the white boy in place now. They doing whatever.
Right. Yeah.
They let them get money.
Line.
Yeah. A little money. That's all it took.
Yeah.
Run up him a couple dollars. Now I know exactly what you're talking about too. He used to be on bullshit too, boy.
Tripping.
Man, recently you had showed a lot of love to Nicki Minaj, who gave you, I guess, your first big co-signer feature, and you were saying some shit like, you know what I'm saying, she harder than a lot of male rappers and all that shit. And also I guess that, you know, a feature from Nicki Minaj is life-changing.
Yeah.
Who else do you think outside of Nicki Minaj has like that life-changing feature ability?
Drake for sure.
Drake for sure.
Yeah, Drake. Shit, a couple artists, it just depend on like what you do with it and how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Hov, that could be a life-changing situation. A lot of people like Meek, Future, Thug, a lot of that shit could change your life. It just depends on how you position, you know what I'm saying, the record for real. But yeah. Right. I feel like the right cosign will definitely take you all the way over the top for sure.
And then do you see yourself in the space of blessing maybe some other Chicago artists or other people to, because you kind of in that situation too. G Herbo give you that cosign, you know what I'm saying? Niggas looking at you.
For sure. Like,
that's why gas to the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a bunch of artists like. It's really not down yourself down. Like Savage, one of them artists that he could co-sign you and take you over the top. I feel like I could do it too though. I feel like I'm definitely one of them artists that could, you know what I'm saying? I did it before though, you know, like not just with just a feature, just a co-sign. Like a lot of artists coming out of Chicago, I would like co-sign or play their music on live and shit, and then it'll just really like pipe their whole movement up, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's really like, that's just one part of it, though. You got to have the talent for sure, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the talent, and people, the people got to fuck with your movement. So I feel like a cosign, that's easy. If a motherfucker real and they going to rock with you, it don't really cost no money. Like, I don't really be trying to do it, like, just cosign somebody's shit or play somebody's shit to kind of position myself to benefit off their shit. You know what I'm saying? I really be fucking with it. Like, a lot of times, like, my team and homies, people around me, like, man, you got to stop doing that. But it's like, for what? Shit, I'm just showing love. I want to see niggas win. You know what I'm saying? That's why I really do it. Like, a lot of times I done actually wanted to sign artists and play they shit and then didn't sign them. And I ain't never had no bad blood or no ill feelings or nothing towards them. You know, I fucked with it. I genuinely fucked with it. So you was doing something right to even make me want to play your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what it's about for real.
So when you dropped PTSD, that was like your first top 10 entry.
Yeah.
And then now that you dropped 25, 25 debuted at number 5 on the list. So what do you feel like is your growth from the PTSDs and the 25? Well, really from Welcome to Phaso Land to the PTSDs and the 25s. Like, what do you think? How do you think you evolved from then to now?
Really, it's just, I feel like I just stayed solid through everything, you know, because when I dropped my first project, Welcome to Phaso Land, I was like 17 years old, some shit like that.
For real?
Yeah, I was young as hell.
Damn.
But I was really like in the streets more so than anything, you know. So I like, it's a lot of shit that come in the, like, behind the scenes of the industry. A lot of adversity and a lot of shit you got to overcome, especially with being independent. I've been independent the whole time. I've been an artist. So I feel like I took the long route, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The more I've been through shit and overcame it, I grew as a man, you know what I'm saying? And the more I grew as a man, I grew as an artist. So I feel like that was really the difference, and it reflected through my music. I never had like one record, a big record that just blew me up and turned me to this big star overnight, no shit like that. You know, I always just did good business and just weathered the storm. Because I go through a lot of shit behind closed doors, like in the industry, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's just ironing out, you know, shit on internally with my business. Really, like, one of the toughest things I did, though, was leaving the streets for real and just chasing only music, you know what I'm saying? Like, separating myself from a lot of shit, a lot of negative shit, a lot of my homies, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't had nothing to do with, like, no bad blood or nothing. I just felt like I was so deep in the streets, I couldn't really grow.
It was
if I would have
preventing you
just
from,
stayed in my same environment, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now today. So I had to take a real step back from, like, everything, you know, and my music grew. Like, that was around the time I dropped Humble Beast, which was my first album. And I felt like I grew as an artist. Like, my music matured and shit like that. So just them different transitions. Then I had a son around that time, and I just started to grow. And I feel like my music, the more I grow, you could tell through my music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like I go through a lot of, like, dark shit behind closed doors that I don't really talk about on the internet. I know shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And I just lock myself in the studio. Like, when I be stressed out and going through shit, I just isolate myself from everything, go to the studio every day and just put it in my music. That shit like a form of therapy for me, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like every time I do that, I just blossom through music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with 25, I went through like a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? My little brother died in January. I was just falling back from that. I had a baby, you know what I'm saying? Another son I just had in May. So like just getting into that transition of my life, you know what I'm saying? With like nigga be stressing and facing trauma and still having to go home and be a boyfriend and be a father and be a son and an artist and all this shit. You got to put on a certain face for everybody in the world. But behind closed doors, nigga be really like feeling away, like real life sick for real.
Yeah, real shit.
So I just be trying to not let that shit rub off on nobody. Like, I don't want my girl to be feeling the pain I'm feeling every day, or my mama or my kids and all that. So in order to do so, I gotta like make a sacrifice and take that time away from them until I get myself together, you know what I'm saying? And then the only thing that make me feel good is doing music. So I feel like that's why my music reflect that, you know, so much.
So like all the stuff that you were going through and all the stuff that you've been through, like from growing up and even that you still go through as an adult, was that kind of like the catalyst that made you start the Swerving Through Stress last year?
Yeah, hell yeah. I did that because when I go back home, I be seeing, like, I see myself and my homies and shit, like, in so many of the kids that I interact with on a day-to-day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't used to listen to nobody. I've been rapping since I was 16 years old, you know, so I've been on my same team, my same business partner, my same manager, all of them since I was 16 years old. I always had, like, good, solid people around me, but I still did what I wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? I had my partner, I had niggas investing in me when I was a kid, 16 years old. I was still in the streets, like, thugging. I could have died and went to jail any day, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really thinking about nothing but myself. It's nothing nobody could have told me or could have gave me no advice that just would have made me leave the streets, because that's all I wanted to do. I love that.
Right.
So with saying that, I'm trying to say, like, kids don't really listen until it's either somebody gonna have to show them that they really care enough to make them want to have another alternative. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell a nigga, oh no, you gonna die, go to jail in the streets. Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know what they up against when they really in it and putting themselves in these environments and in the line of fire every day. But what's your alternative? You can't have no kid, like, or a grown man, nobody. You can't have nobody who this all they know. You want them to change their life around in the blink of an eye, but you ain't got shit else for them to do.
Right.
Right,
No
exactly. Facts.
no options, nothing.
Facts.
You trying to tell a nigga like, no, this, you know what I'm saying? But like, even though I had talent and I was doing music the whole time and I felt like I could make it, but the only thing that I felt was working for me was being in the streets. I felt the safest in the streets. I felt like I was it was the most beneficial for me. That was the only way I knew how to make some money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't making money off rap when I was 17 years old, for real. Like, it wasn't enough for me to just dedicate myself straight to it. And swerving through stress, I did that because I feel like kids listen to me, especially in Chicago, like, because they know I really come from that. You know what I'm saying? I already made a name for myself in the streets before I was, like, this big artist. So a lot of people really know me out there, you know what I'm saying? So for me to be able to come back and they see I got shit that's tangible, I got property in Chicago, I got a school in Chicago, and I'm 25 years old, and they seeing me like, damn, it's possible. And I'm telling them like, no, I only want to come back and motivate you because I was once you. You know what I'm saying? You could do this same shit, you know? I done went to the jails and shit like that, and a lot of times, like, I just look at the kids, they don't really listen to nobody. And then I come and talk to them, and then they'll tell, like, one time this kid told me, like, man, I got juvenile life, and as soon as I get out of jail, I'm going right to the joint, man. It ain't no hope for me. And I'm like, that's what they want you to think. They really want you to feel like it's no way for you to ever overcome any of the shit you going through. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I started that initiative, you feel me? Because it ain't just about me. I don't want to go. I named my son Essex, man, after my block. I don't want to go back to my hood if I can't bring my kids over there. If I can't make that shit good enough for me to be able to stand out there and not have to carry no gun when I'm 35, 40 years old, that ain't why I'm doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's about putting the resources back into it, putting the resources back into the community. I know rappers, I know NBA players, I know engineers. Like, that's why the building we got, we gonna turn into a multimedia facility, because it's like, nigga got the resources. We got everything that we could put back into the community. I could have my homies, all right, you fuck with me, let's go back and just talk to these kids about engineering, or talk to these kids about the ins and outs of going to play pro basketball or college basketball on a high level, or, you know, just production, whatever it is, whatever your specialty is, whatever your specialty is, just go back and just not even just showing them how to do it, but just letting them see and feel you. Like, that shit a different feeling from seeing somebody on the internet and them being right in front of you, and they like, oh damn, this a real nigga too. He actually a real person. Like, people really look at us and feel like we superheroes because we on the internet and we get, you know, we regular people. Like, if you go and have a regular conversation with somebody, that shit could really change their life. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that just off experience. You feel me? So that's why that shit like just as important as the music to me, for real.
What was that one moment or one thing that happened that made you feel like I can do this shit?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, really. And I ain't even just saying like on no other shit. Like, really, when Nicki flew me to LA, like, she actually flew me to LA for real and just had me in the studio with her and like telling me like, no, I only reached out to you because I fuck with you. Like, I really like your flows and all this shit. That shit inspired me to make this song. And I'm like, me? That shit really tripped me out. So when I did the song with her and the shit came out like a success for real, and then she brought me out for Summer Jam, and I'm going back home, and it's like my whole world changed a little bit, because I was still in the streets, don't get me wrong, but like just the reaction I get from people just made me feel like it inspired me to feel like, all right, no, I gotta do this shit for real. I gotta do it. No, for real. Like, everywhere I went, like,
I ain't Lil Herb no more.
Like, every single anybody that I interacted with, their reaction was different. Like, the police would treat me different, all kind of shit. Like, I used to get breaks from the police. They ain't want to lock me up no more. They asked me all type of goofy ass questions. Yeah, what's up with Nicki Minaj? Her ass fat for real. I'm just looking like, man, they on some fan shit, you know?
Right.
So it kind of like, it made me feel like, I ain't really feel like I was there yet, but I'm like, these people really acknowledging me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could really get there, you know what I'm saying? And that was a lot, it was definitely like a game changer for me. Like, I always was like humble and modest. I never really lived in no moment. So I wasn't even tripping. Like, I felt good about having a song, but when I went back, I know I'm finna go right back into these same environments. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just the reaction that I got from people. And going to the studio, people were really telling me like, no, you a star.
What made you just say, fuck that, I gotta leave the city?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I was getting in too much trouble, bro. I was like going to jail and getting in chases and shit with the police all the time, like every day though, like every single day. You know what I'm saying? And then
like just a matter of time for it to
yeah,
go all the
hell
way
yeah.
wrong.
I'm like, man, I can't do it for real. Like I was probably like 19 going on 20 years old, and I had just bought my mama a house. I bought my mama a house in the suburbs, and I was still like just in the streets for real. So I go outside, gotta travel 30 minutes just to get to my hood because my mama lives so far now. And I'm like, why I'm even having to go? Why I'm even driving 30 minutes to go be in some bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Like I really like, as soon as I get over there, police locking niggas up, I'm getting at high speed chases and all type of crazy shit. And I ain't gonna lie, it was just one last little situation where I'm like, I can't keep doing this shit. I know for a fact if I just keep on like just putting myself in these environments and these situations, I know for a fact like I'm gonna go to jail. Or I'm just not gonna like this shit gonna end bad for me. You know how you know how you had that dark cloud over your head and your gut feeling.
You accepted your signs. That's what it is. You accepted your signs.
For sure, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And I was saying in my head like, man, I can't keep on just ignoring my blessings for real. Like nigga catching blessings every day, every single day, like every single day. And I'm like, man, hell no, this shit don't work like that. This shit chess. This shit ain't check. Cause I ain't finna be just keep coming outside and feeling like I'm the lucky one, like I'm just not going to jail or getting shot no shit because I'm lucky.
Yeah.
What's some shit that when you sitting by yourself you just get depressed about, like?
Thinking about my little brother though, I ain't gonna lie right now. He passed away in January 28th. I be thinking about him a lot because that shit wasn't really for him. I ain't gonna lie, like sometimes I be feeling like a nigga did something to him just to hurt me. And that shit be like fucking me up a lot. And really, that be the most shit though. You know what I'm saying?
How you bounce back from that shit? How you shake it?
I don't know. I was drinking a lot. I went into like a slump, like a real, like just emotional slump, just drinking all day, every day. Going to the studio, drinking, everybody, cause like I can't smoke no more, and that's what I do. I'm a smoker, so it's like I just felt like I needed some substance to like balance it, cause I'm angry. You know how you go through some shit and you be like, everything just make you think about it. Like niggas smile and laugh, having fun. You like, what the fuck I'm having fun for? Like, you know, like
that's really
that's fucked up when you gotta think like that. Like you can't even really smile and enjoy yourself because you like, what I got to smile about, and I got everything to smile about. Nigga really blessed, you know. So just thinking about that shit, I have to like leave the house 3-4 in the morning, go ride just to get that shit out of me. Cause like, you know, being around my girl, it's like she understand, but as a man, like. I just feel like as a man, bro, you can't really even complain about it, and that's not good either. Like you can't really complain about your situation or complain about being stressed out, because at the end of the day, I feel like don't nobody really like you the man. You know, you're supposed to be strong.
But you gotta let it out, dog.
You gotta let it out.
You gotta let it out.
I do that. I feel like I do that, and I grieve on my own time, because at the end of the day, shit, my bills ain't gonna stop coming. My kid ain't gonna stop crying when he need milk. You know what I'm saying? My girl ain't gonna stop wanting attention and affection and shit like that. But like, how you gonna be able to get her that if you can't even get it to yourself? You know what I'm saying? Or get anybody that. So I just feel like I gotta isolate myself to get that shit out, and then come back and be the man I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But that was probably like one of my biggest heartbreaks for real though. Like even being in the streets, I done lost a lot of shit, bro, and I done felt a lot of pain. But just that right there just made me feel like, damn.
How important is it like to have the right female though?
Oh no, super important for sure. Cause you know, big bro. Cause it's like a woman don't really understand. Cause like I said, you're not gonna tell them everything. You're not gonna tell them that when you leave this house, you gotta go swim with sharks and you gotta go broke all these bad deals and go hang around niggas that really like love you but don't love you for real. And then you gotta come back home. You wanna feel peace. You wanna just feel your woman being there for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got that. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely got that. And it's important. It play a big part and it make you wanna go out and hustle so you can just bring it right back to her. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of times women don't really understand that you gotta do that. So you gotta tell them a little bit, you feel what I'm saying? You gotta tell them what you up against when you leave the house. But just if they not nurturing on their own, they'll never really get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you tell her or how much you try to explain.
You a smart ass, y'all nigga.
Nah, for real.
I ain't even capping. Hey, before you even get to the question, this nigga answer.
Right.
I got a question every time I have a question in my head. This nigga answer it.
Right.
Within his other question, nah, this real
though,
shit.
it's like, if she ain't really got it, it's nothing you could do to tell her to make her want to, you know what I'm saying, make you feel good when you get home. She just got to want to be that person for you. That shit important though. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, when we was in Jamaica, y'all like sister and brother though.
Yeah, no, for real though. It's
shit.
like, and that's so funny you saying that. Just being around, it's like, yeah, that's my girl. We we affectionate, but it's like we argue,
cool.
talk shit. We cool the same way like growing in the house with your sister or some shit like that. For real.
So it's like, so with having a girl and with also having like a child with somebody else that you used to be involved in prior to your current relationship, how do you balance like the relationship between your current girlfriend and your child's mother? Like, what advice would you give to niggas like as to how to be able to bring a happy medium to the middle and make everybody get along for the most part?
You just gotta be the man. You can't take nothing personal, especially like women emotions, because women gonna be emotions. They shit like it's like an ocean. Women gonna say what they feel, and the man gonna say what he mean. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta think about that. Like even when you emotional or want to say some shit, you gotta take a step back, think about it. Like no, hell no, it's cool. You ain't wrong. I don't fault you for how you feel or fault you for how you feel. But at the end of the day, it's all about shit being a family for real. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact, regardless if I'm with my baby mama or not, that's still my family. That's my son, mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and the family I'm building is my family, because this the family I'm building. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's all about just being a family. And I feel like if you're a real nigga and you do right by your kids, it's nothing no woman gonna be able to do or say for real. They gonna like,
unless you playing with their emotions, you still fucking them.
As long as you're transparent about everything, then like
you can't really fucking them. You can't fuck them. You can't play with their emotions at all. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta do right by your kids, though. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't. And
that'll kill a lot of the shit.
Like a lot of shit, you'll grow. It ain't gotta be no personal relationship or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, if you gonna stand on your job and your business as a man and take care of your kids, they not gonna never deny you that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, we could be friends or we don't gotta be friends. But at the end of the day, this my job and I'ma just do it to what I'm saying, the best of my ability. And it shouldn't really be no drama after that for real.
How hard is it being just like a young nigga in this shit and to get the respect that you trying to get? You know what I'm saying? How hard is that shit?
No, that's probably the toughest shit for real. That's the toughest part, because it's like right now in the world we live in, people respect like a look. They respect a look, money, and fame over actual respect. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like being a real nigga, you ain't gonna never really get the respect that you deserve or the respect that you feel you need, because it ain't a lot of people like that that's gonna understand the way you move and gonna give you respect just off being solid, because niggas ain't solid, and you know that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How do a nigga avoid like being in the jury competition? Like niggas buy what they want to buy, but you know sometimes when a new watch comes, if you ain't got it, you don't sell off.
Exactly.
If you don't, how do a nigga avoid that type shit?
You gotta you gotta avoid that just by like. You gotta just be solid. Like, ain't no competition for real.
Your own style.
You gotta have your own style and not be no competition. Cause at the end of the day, it depend on what type of nigga you is. I know I come from literally nothing. Like,
facts.
I'm from the real live trenches. I'm a real street nigga. I ain't even probably supposed to be here for real, but I'm supposed to be here because I work to be here. So every room I'm in, I'm supposed to be in it. But what I was up against, I ain't supposed to be here. So when you think about shit like that, it's like, who is to tell me that I ain't winning because I ain't got this watch or this car? My mama got $1 million house. I got a multi-million-dollar house. I got 6 cars, 5 watches, 10 million chains. Like, how a nigga gonna tell me that I ain't winning because I don't got the same amount of shit he got? You know what I'm saying?
You gotta speak to the kids, bro. You got this what you here for, bro.
No, for real.
You gotta put this shit in the music, bro.
Cause that shit, like, nigga,
as a young nigga saying that shit, that's real shit, though, bro.
No, it is real shit, cause it's like, nigga look at you like, oh, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, cause you ain't this way. And a nigga tell you that ain't got none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a real nigga who got everything, and you still a real nigga, but you got everything. You not gonna look at a nigga like, oh, no, I can't fuck with him because he ain't got what I got. Sometimes you just need to get around certain people to position yourself to have, like, everybody got their own time. It might take you 5-10 years to be able to afford whatever you want. But at least I can afford some shit. I can go do what I want to do when I want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This shit a real competition, though. Like, a nigga look at you like you ain't that nigga, or they ain't gonna respect you because you ain't gonna do this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, shit, all I did was keep it solid. I done took care of myself, my mama, all my homies in position to go win. Like, I ain't the only one with no watch. All my niggas got watches, chains, cars, all this shit, you know? So I could go have every other Paddock Richard meal, but at the end of the day, it's 3-4 other millionaires with me right now that could pick the tab up right now and pay for this shit. So
that's real.
A lot of times people like they want to position themselves higher than they position other people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never really been one of them people, you know, and I think that's why it take me longer and it take people longer to get up on my shit and to like fuck with it, because I ain't trying to make you fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just this shit for who it's for real.
So like if you had to pick.
Yeah, you know that. Don't sell itself.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is just chill, pass this shit out to who it's for, and they gonna come back for it.
Yeah.
Shit, they gonna advertise it for you.
No bullshit though.
But if you had to pick like 5 people to go on the Chicago Rap Rushmore, who would they be?
For Chicago, it'll be Sosa,
For sure.
Juice WRLD, Polo.
And you?
And myself.
Yeah, I fuck with none of the old niggas.
I do though. I ain't gonna lie, I do.
Yeah, ain't no Twister.
It's just what we.
I heard no Twister.
I feel like it's what we doing now. It's a little different. Like I ain't gonna lie. If I could,
for history and
yeah,
everything.
it is though.
Twister,
It is. I ain't gonna lie, but see, I have to do 2. Cause if I did another one, I'd do a straight old head. I'd do straight old head. But I just feel like the wave and what we doing for like music in Chicago different, man. Like niggas, like I ain't trying to knock nobody or none of the old heads, but niggas just respecting this shit a lot more right now with what we doing.
Yeah, and the old heads made a different kind of music.
Than they was respecting it back
then.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And I just know that because I love hip hop. I always like was a young nigga in the mix. I've been like outside 10, 12 years old. Like I was always somebody like in my neighborhood. And all through the east side, so I was able to like see this shit for myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done seen Kanye in person when I was a kid. I done seen Bump J in person when I was a kid. Twister, like he really like know my uncle, the reason why I even started rapping in the first place. You know, my uncle passed away. His name was K-Tone, but Twister know him personally. You feel what I'm saying? And like the aura, everything was different. Like I ain't gonna lie, I never really been starstruck seeing no rapper in Chicago until I seen Bum J hop out when I was leaving school one time. Like he hopped out and just they movement and what they was doing. I don't know, maybe just being a street nigga. He ain't really like. He was just. I feel like he
Where's
was.
Where's he at now?
Bump, he out and about. You know what I'm saying? He out. He hustling. Bump doing him. You know what I'm saying? But like just when I seen him when I was a kid, that shit just. I ain't never really been starstruck for real. And then I seen Ye again. I was like. Starstruck a little bit, and Ye had said something to me like, man, you gotta stop letting these niggas steal your style. And I'm like, damn, I didn't even think he knew who I was, you feel me? But he knew who I was, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like music right now in Chicago, we could really do something way different than it's ever been done if we just come together, you know what I'm saying? We gotta come together like how y'all doing out here, bro.
What you think the process of that is, though?
Just leaving all the bullshit alone, man. So much street shit in Chicago where like niggas will be cool, but you can't be as cool as you want to be because you know a nigga or y'all cousins into it. Like my cousin and my homie could potentially be in the same room, and I know these niggas gonna kill each other as soon as they see each other. Soon they see each other, they gonna try to kill each other. No matter if I'm here, who he here, she here, they here. Like we gotta do like position niggas where it's like it ain't even worth it. Like at the end of the day. When blood gets shed, I know for sure, like, that shit is unforgivable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's unforgivable. And I was like that. I was the same nigga. But when you got kids and you got 5, 10 million sitting in your account, you ain't finna just go shoot a nigga broad daylight right now. You're not doing that. No matter how you feel, how angry, how much anger you got. Nigga gonna think twice about that.
You got too much to lose for sure.
Yeah. Right. So you gotta put niggas in position. You gotta have opportunity where niggas is really getting money and they don't even got, like, that mentality where I ain't got nothing to lose. You know, I don't give no fuck how angry you is, how much you a real street nigga and a killer for sure. Nigga gonna think twice before they just go put themselves in the line of fire if you actually got something going on for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So we can't be selfish. We gotta really like everybody who got some type of money, opportunity, resources, put that shit back in Chicago so we could get some money flowing out here. Like that's the difference between Chicago and Atlanta. Niggas getting money. A nigga ain't even got a rap. You ain't never heard a rap from this nigga. He got every chain, every watch you got, car, all this shit, because niggas is getting money out here. That's what they focus on, money. Like, nigga in Chicago wake up just want to kill. They don't want to get no money. We got to make a nigga not want to do nothing but get some money. Like, when the niggas feel money, though, and they see what it do for you, that's what they going to want to do.
Yeah.
How big you think, what part you think the music play in that shit, though?
It play a big part of it, because growing up, and our wave we had in Chicago was so, like, big, and there was so many niggas rapping and not understanding what they doing. Like, you had niggas that came up solid, that was real live, real niggas that was rapping and living what they saying. But it's a lot of shit, like, what we did with rapping had transferred to other places and shit like that. People rapping about shit that they really not ain't living, you know what I'm saying? So rap played a big part in it, because how we came up, niggas talking about this nigga hood and this nigga dead nigga and this and the third. But it's like, you don't even really feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times a nigga be rapping.
That
it
shit
just
they want to hear.
good.
You know that shit they want to hear.
It just sound good. Like, a nigga will see you and you will see a nigga you in tour with or a nigga you rapping about, and your eyes just tell a nigga you scared. So now they gonna really try you. You feel what I'm saying? They gonna eat you, because you not even really like that. And at the end of the day, they don't make you cool or not cool. If a nigga know how to rap about something that make you cool, that you really
that applies.
that you believe in.
But you think that should have worked with what going on?
Yeah, it will, because at the end of the day, it's like, it's a respect thing, you know what I'm saying? Certain nigga, like a real nigga, like, if I see a niggas rap about me all the time, and I be seeing niggas, but I ain't rap about you. You said something about me, so I see you, and you supposed to try me immediately, and I want you to, for real. But you not, though. You know you not.
But I'm saying, if somebody go rap about, just say for instance, a kid go rap about goddamn school.
Yeah.
Or anything else.
Hell yeah, it'll work, because it's a lot of people that go to school.
But it
ain't not a lot of rappers that rap about
like
school.
that shit working though.
Ain't nobody did it though, for real. Like, ain't nobody did that shit for real, man. Not in the city for real. Like, it'll work to a certain extent, but I feel like ain't nobody gonna co-sign it, because everybody think they supposed to rap about some other shit that they not really living. But at the end of the day, that shit ain't doing nothing but getting niggas killed for real. That shit ain't doing nothing but getting niggas killed.
For sure.
So it's like, you could win just being like a cool, smooth, wavy nigga, but it's like, what you in it for? Like, is you trying to win just being you, or you trying to be the biggest nigga by being something that you ain't? You not gonna be the biggest nigga being something you ain't.
See, you can say that from the point of being the nigga that you say you is.
Right.
But the person that's looking at this shit is entertainment.
Yeah, you right though.
The person that's looking at this shit is entertainment, and I'm like,
no, you absolutely right. But
what
that go to say this shit ain't for everybody. You gotta find what's for you. Like,
but it actually work for some of these niggas who be lying.
It do work for some niggas that be lying, but then it's like, it work on the internet and what you think, but niggas don't be happy for real.
You right. They don't be broke no more.
No, they don't though. They
you know
don't.
What I'm saying?
They don't.
Being 100.
Nah,
like,
you ain't lying.
These niggas be to change their life. Okay, but I get what you saying totally, and I'm not disagreeing. Yeah. What I'm saying is, a nobody ass nigga could be sitting in his mama basement and make a hot ass song saying, goddamn, what he finna do to a nigga.
Yeah.
That shit blow up.
One song changed his life.
Yeah, that shit changed his life. Now he able to take care of his family and shit. But you don't create a real problem, like a real problem. But niggas feel like, shit, I just been seeing him broke. I already had this problem and this money than to be broke.
Yeah.
With no problems.
Yeah. Certain niggas don't feel like that, but then there's certain niggas that's like, shit, when they do it, they regret even doing it, because the problems that come with it.
For sure.
The problems, the trouble come with it. Like, niggas looking for you that you don't even, like, you can't even protect yourself. You got to go isolate yourself. And then it's like, nigga, when they feel like that, they go in a real slump. They don't even want to make music no more. They don't want to do nothing. Now you got all these bills and everybody depending on you, and you ain't got no other way to make no money, because you don't even want to make music no more. You don't want to come outside. You don't want to go to the studio. You don't want to do no shows, because niggas on your ass. So,
but you got some niggas who do that bitch ass shit and go all the way with it.
Yeah, they will though.
Like,
and nigga that do that, I respect them more.
Yeah,
because at least you gonna take everything that come with the shit that you created. You
saying don't start something then up, basically.
Hell no, don't start nothing and then just like, you created this problem for all these niggas. You got niggas actually killing each other, and now you know where to be found. You know where to be found at all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or you and it ain't even gotta be nothing to do with like being in the mix or contributing to the war. Go try to clear that shit up before it get too messy and niggas really start dying and too much blood gets spilled where you can't come back from it.
For sure.
Go try to clear that shit up in some way if you can, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't lying though. The music, rap music, that's just that made it so fucked up to be a young nigga in general. Where it's like, you can't even come back from this shit no more. It's damn near impossible for real.
Because if you say goddamn, if you come on this interview right now and say, oh well, you know what? Tell my ops I don't got no problem. Yeah. Your fan gonna be looking like, but
you a straight.
What do you do? It's just like a dilemma.
No, it is.
You could really want to, in your heart, feel like I want to change, bro. I'm really sick of this shit. But then you lose your fans.
Yeah. No, you ain't
what do you
do?
do?
I think you get other fans though. I think you get other fans. You can get other fans. Everybody,
but you ain't gonna have the fans.
You ain't gonna have those fans. No,
you ain't gonna be as big as you probably was.
You gonna
trying to lose nothing. Nobody trying to lose nothing.
But then again, it's like you just said, you got to take it. No, don't forget what you just said. I just want to make this one point. You got to take everything that come with this shit.
Fact.
Even if, like, I didn't change I ain't trying to start no shit today, but it's like, if you got a problem with me for what happened 5-10 years ago, I just got to take what come with it. It is what it is.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And that never goes away. People got problem with you that you don't even know.
Yeah.
People got problem. People wake up and make you their problem. Mm-hmm. Motherfuckers just wake up and make.
Hell yeah.
If that nigga Herb was still right here, if he pick up the phone, I'll be this.
Yeah.
Or I'll do that.
But that's why you got to just stay aggressive and stay like what you are, because at the end of the day, you going to have them type of problems. So it's like, I can't just say, fuck it, I don't want nothing to do with nothing no more. Like, I don't want no trouble, but it is what it is. I'm going to take it. If it come to me, I got to, shit. I ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
Man, how do this shit, like,
but listen,
shit crazy. What do a nigga do?
One of the brands I respect, I was finna say, Snoop Dogg, bro, because he came from gangster shit early on.
He
outgrew, but I'm saying
that's why I'm saying
you gotta grow.
He outlived this shit.
This a young nigga. If
but
the niggas that he was in tour with all dead in jail, he supposed to be able to do this shit.
Yeah, he outlived the whole shit.
No, that's true.
It's only gonna be
by the grace
it's gonna
of
be a handful of niggas, maybe 4-5 niggas. That's the last men.
Any nigga that mad at Snoop
out of
all that shit, them niggas ain't got no money. Them niggas ain't got nothing going on.
No, but I'm saying he don't transition to the point
no
where he ain't gotta worry about all that dumb shit.
Snoop. I don't know how old Snoop is. I'm talking about these young 25,
oh, how do they get
30 and under niggas?
We gotta ask him.
Impossible.
We gotta ask him.
Try to live as long as
Snoop. Try to live it out. Survive it.
It's damn near impossible.
It damn near is impossible for real, because he not lying though. No matter what, even if you got like certain niggas that's so deep in the streets, that's on some real nigga shit too and getting money now. Like they ops, even though it's automatic smoke when we see each other, it is what it is. But niggas respect you just because of who you is and what you did. Like, and I feel like I got that in Chicago. Like, a nigga respect me for sure. A nigga gonna see me and damn near like, not out of fear, nothing, just think twice before they even go act off impulse and try to do something to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I built that kind of respect for myself. But at the end of the day, like Big Bro just said, you gonna have a nigga just wake up mad at the world for no reason. That just want to do something to you. Fuck all that. I don't respect nothing. I'm gonna go crash out right then. So it is almost impossible to avoid that shit.
But the first step is to move. We agree that the first step.
Hell yeah, that's what I did. But that don't work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I only moved because I was
citizens be
exactly
brought in like this just like his family here for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or LA, wherever you go, his family there. So
exactly.
But when you come in the motherfucker, you ain't making no noise. How you gonna move?
You gonna move for what?
Real.
And just had them same problems that you had in Chicago. You better off just staying from where you from. And he just hit it right on the head. Like I moved because I was on a mission where like I'm just finna separate myself from this right here and just come out here and just focus on going to the studio, going to the crib. But at the end of the day, I know I still got love in LA because I fuck with niggas that got love in LA. You know what I'm saying? That's respected. And I know I got love in Atlanta because I fuck with niggas the same way. You know, I've been going to LA since I was 16, 17 years old, 18, coming right back. Going to Atlanta the same way. You know what I'm saying? I met Southside when I was 17 years old. You feel me? That been my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been coming out here fucking with Brother and fucking with Savage now for damn near 3-4 years now. You feel me? So it's like, you gotta know what you up against at the end of the day. Like, you could go move to LA and then now all you finna do is have beef with a bunch of LA niggas if you ain't moving the right way. You know
you can't take the same energy with you.
Hell no,
you can't take the same energy that you
can't.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta show love at the end of the day. That's what it's about, showing love. But I don't know, it just gotta be in you. Like your aura just gotta be like, all the energy around you just gotta be like, I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just gotta be on you. That shit gotta be in you for real. Like, nigga just gotta feel it.
I want to know what the solution is though for it.
No, I ain't gonna lie. That shit got me thinking too though, cause how you just explained it, it really just let me know this shit bigger than one person. because I be feeling like I could make a difference, but then just talking to him, that's why I wanted to come.
Nah, but keep doing that though.
We can't give up. We can't give up.
I'ma definitely keep doing it, but at the end of the day, it's like that's why you gotta have conversation with like real niggas who understand that think outside the box. Cause I ain't never really think about shit the way Big Bro placing it right now. You know what I'm saying? Cause it should be damn near impossible for real. So it's like it takes more than one. It take an army to make this shit better.
And money don't solve it.
Hell no.
Sometimes that make it worse.
It make it worse for sure. Cause you gonna get to the wrong nigga.
And when you create a movement, even bro, this shit just so. Cause you can create a movement and try to goddamn just like anything else. Martin Luther King, what his name? Malcolm X. So you create a movement, then the movement hating at you the face.
Yeah.
If he create the G Herbo movement,
niggas crap in the bucket.
and we all we with it. I'm with it. Bank with it. Everybody with it. Woo, woo, woo. It's gonna be a nigga somewhere mad that G Herbo is the face of this.
Yeah.
That G Herbo
and
is
he's
the face
doing a
of
great
the G
job.
Herbo movement.
Yeah.
And he could be doing a great job at this shit.
No, for
Nigga
real.
be like, why he got all the way? Bro, he the chosen one.
That's
and
so,
then that could turn into real
like,
smoke.
what do you mean?
But that's not to get
for real, cause he gonna poison 4, 5, 10 other niggas to feel how he feel.
Yes.
And now when it's poison internal, it's like it's damn near impossible to fix that shit too. He not lying though, like
not to get to preaching, but that shit is hundreds of years.
You gotta get all the hate, all the fuck shit out
these niggas like
Hell
Snoop.
yeah, you gotta outlet. That's as soon as he said that was my only shit I could think of. You gotta live like Snoop.
You gotta live
old
like
enough
Snoop.
to be like
I'm
Snoop.
telling you, gotta start talking
live
about
old enough
peace
to
and
hit that age.
weed and shit.
Nah,
just
for real.
less gun, but on some real shit
different
though.
from when Snoop them coming up.
But no, listen,
These young niggas
but
smoking.
even Snoop said, "Bro, I ain't never have a murder case till I made murder was the case." So again, back to some big fat shit. You
It's
manifest that shit when you keep
prophecy,
speaking that shit. You manifesting it. You creating that energy.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Snoop
crazy.
be on some other shit now.
I ain't never know he said that.
He said that shit in the
That's
Breakfast Club. So it's like you manifest that shit. Start talking about some money and some women and some other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
no, you ain't lying though. Nigga definitely be like, nigga, man, in his mouth. That shit powerful when you speaking about certain shit. You know?
Hell yeah, that tongue is very powerful.
Hell yeah.
So it's been a lot of chatter going around about collaborations. I think I saw some online about Lil Bibby, Polo G. Like, are those gonna manifest and become a reality? You think?
Yeah, I think they should for sure. You know what I'm saying? Especially Bibby, especially me and Bibby. Shit, that's long overdue, bro.
Y'all pretty much started together, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I ain't gonna lie. And shit, I think Bibby like he wanna rap for real, but it's like nigga just making so much money doing other shit. He ain't really tripping about rap. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga gotta really just motivate him to get in the studio, go lock in for a month, 2 months, and just by him knowing how to rap and loving that shit, cause that's the reason he even in the industry in the first place. I think he gonna fall back in love with it like that. Like that's what I need to do. Just go, had nothing to do, just go lock in with bro, and I think we gonna make some hard ass shit for real. But that nigga not really thinking about rap, cause shit, he making so much money doing other shit, bro. He on some mogul shit right now. Nigga ain't even thinking about rap at all for real.
Who the next nigga coming out of Chicago?
Out of Chicago, I fuck with Fly Nari, he hard. DCG going crazy. My little brother 40, he going crazy. He from my hood. That's my little brother. He turned shawty next for sure. My little cousin Lil Wayne, he definitely got a crazy little move. My little cousin, he just got out of jail. He just beat a quadruple murder.
God
He got
damn.
out last year. Yeah. He just got out
See, that
last
shit
year.
gonna blow up fast.
Yeah.
Just
That's how that shit go,
That's
bro.
off
Like, you got that niggas know, like, he just be the Tupac.
No, for
That's how
sure.
this shit go, bro.
For sure.
Nigga want
So
this
if you
shit different. How
it's
this
crazy for real though.
this
Like
shit-
Yeah.
that little shit right there just take you over the top. Some negative, fucked up ass shit. Like damn, nigga just in jail for murder. Pipe him
A
up.
quadruple
you know what I'm
murder?
saying? Yeah, exactly. A quadruple
ding,
at
ding,
that.
ding.
Exactly.
He the real
Yeah.
deal.
They seeing dollar signs
You know what I'm
just
saying?
off
He
that.
the real deal.
No,
I'm
for
telling you,
sure.
even labels look at it like them folk damn near ask you, what's the story?
Yep.
What's the story?
Yeah.
Like, what's the
Really
gimmick?
wanna
Like,
know.
what we
Exactly.
selling?
Exactly. Every time though.
Them folks want to know what we selling. Like, you just tell me like, I'm a passionate rapper. That's it.
They ain't trying to hear that
but
shit.
But you ain't got nothing going on.
Nothing,
what you, who fucking with you?
They ain't on nothing. No, you ain't lying though. I swear to God.
Something going on.
And I think that's what really take you over the top though. Like this, man, it's this nigga named 757 Mono. He from the rack too though. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with him. His music hard. I fuck with Shorty. He going crazy. And let me see who else going crazy out the rack, man. Damn, there's some other little shorties too. I can't even think of them though right now. Like I forgot their name, but they going crazy though. Fuck, I can't even think of their name. Any females? Yeah, hell yeah. Lil Mello 365, she from the hood. Lil Mello, she from my hood too. A girl, she rap her ass off. I ain't gonna lie, she raw as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, I really need. I'm gonna just do some shit with her just cause she going too crazy. That's and hard. She from my hood, so I gotta do some shit with her. Pipe her up for sure. She raw.
Is it worth doing like going to a hood club in Chicago doing like an after hour? Like if you had a concert there and trying to do.
I ain't gonna lie, you know it's so crazy. Like I just hit my DJ. It's my brother, my real DJ and my producer. He just booked me to do some shit in Chicago for the 4th, and everybody telling me like, don't go. It ain't worth it. Like everybody, like every day somebody texts me, don't go to that shit, man. Fuck that shit. And I wasn't finna go, but I was in Chicago on the 4th. I'm like, man, I'm finna just pop in this shit real quick, you know. But it's just me. I think different because, I don't know, I be wanting to show love. That's where I come from. So I feel like I got to move a certain way. Don't get me wrong. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I definitely got to calculate my steps. But if I can't do that, what I'm doing it for? I'm out here trying to motivate the trenches, and I don't want to go. I can't go. I got to go. So it's like, I ain't trying to put myself in the line of fire. Like, I'm not even thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm always thinking about the worst possible outcome. At the end of the day, I'm prepared for it. I'm thinking about it. I know it's possible. Every time I walk into an environment, I'm thinking about that for sure. But I'm thinking about what I'm going to do to get home because I'm going to get home. I'm going home for sure. Right. So, hell yeah, I still went, though. I ain't going to lie. I just went just because I wanted to feel it. It was cool. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was treacherous, though. As soon as I walked in, I just felt like, oh, yeah. And when I do shit like that, I be showing love, but I be in that mug and I'm trying to see everything that's going on, everything in the crowd. I want to see your energy. I want to see if you looking at me like I'm looking at you at the end of the day. And I'm gonna show love. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. And then I thought about it, like if I got to do that, maybe I shouldn't even be at that shit for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I think about different. Like
you feel
I think
the love,
about both. Yeah, I felt the love. Hell yeah, for sure. But I just know the circumstances. You know what I'm saying? So even though I just went just because I wanted them to feel like, oh yeah, Herb gonna still come back to the city and show love. But at the end of the day, it's certain shit I just gotta do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like certain like shit like that, I probably can't go to no shit like that no more. Cause it's too I done outgrown it. That I don't need to do that no more. But at least I did it, just so you know.
Can't say I ain't do it.
You can't say I ain't do it. You can't say
I
ain't
do it
every
week,
love.
but you can't say I ain't do it.
Like, so next time if I get booked in Chicago, I gotta get booked at some bigger shit. I can't do that no more. You know, cause if I feel like I gotta do that and be on point and mug niggas, I don't even need to go.
It's too much energy.
Let niggas know I'm with it. I'm with what you with and all that.
And I don't even be thinking like when I go do other shit in other clubs, I ain't going there like that. But in Chicago, I'm mug and I just want to know like, no, I'm still like the same nigga at the end of the day. You feel me? But I don't even want to have to do that for real. Cause that energy, if I gotta come in there with that energy, that shit gonna possibly happen. You feel what I'm saying? It'll possibly happen just cause like I'm not mugging because I want a nigga to feel like I'm tough. I'm mugging because I'm really on point trying to be aware of my surroundings. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas get mad at a nigga for anything. Your music come on, you can be rapping your shit. Nigga feel like you rapping to him.
Rapping at them. And that didn't happen. Like I done been in concerts and seeing niggas looking like in previous concerts and shit. Like seeing niggas looking because I'm saying certain words and I guess they want to feel like I really mean it or feel like I'm talking to them or some shit. And I done really seen that like damn. And at certain times I done really mug right back at niggas and
like,
felt like I'm rapping to them the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta stop doing that. I can't even like now I don't even pay attention to the crowd. It is what it is.
You could have did anything else but rap, what you would have did?
I would have went to hoop. I would have tried to play D1 basketball and then to try to go to the league, man. I ain't gonna lie. The streets, if I wouldn't have really like steered over to the streets and I really dedicated myself to basketball all 4 years of high school, I could have probably did something.
But if rap, after you chose rap, and if that shit wouldn't have became lucrative for you, what you would have did?
Shit, probably I would have definitely fucked around and did like real estate, just stayed in Chicago, cause my daddy do real estate. You know what I'm saying? And I would have learned that under him. You know, cause if I wouldn't have just been in the streets and just said fuck it for real, like I ain't gonna lie, I was so like just caught up in my neighborhood and shit going on around there. If I would have choose the good route, I would have did real estate. But if I would have just stayed me, I would have just been in the hood, just thugging the whole time. You feel what I'm saying? Probably just had 100,000 or some shit like that. Been one of them niggas, couple 100,000 in my hood, just out there, just taking whatever come with that shit. You feel what I'm saying? If rap ain't working, I was just still stuck in my old ways and ain't thinking no positive way to make it out that shit, I'll still be in the streets for real.
You ever had a moment where you feel like, man, I don't fuck this shit?
Hell yeah. That's what really made me like focus on just rap. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit happened, and like I said, a motherfucker done got in a chase or some crazy shit like that, and niggas wind up shooting at me, all type of shit. I'm like, man, fuck that shit, boy. That shit over with. You know what I'm saying? I was making money off music already, you know, so I'm like, why is I'm even
No, I'm saying, ain't it make you say fuck rap, like?
Not for real. Like, hell no, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it did those certain, like, cause I ain't gonna lie. When like,
or getting frustrated with this
yeah,
shit.
you'll get frustrated with some shit when you see like you said earlier, like nigga don't really give you the respect you feel like you deserve. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the internet. I think with the internet, when you get tricked off of paying attention to the internet and what the fans say, it'll make you be like, man, fuck it. Cause I done said that before though. Like, man, fuck this shit. I ain't even finna keep on trying to prove myself and doing that shit. But it's like just being a real nigga, who you proving yourself to at the end of the day. Like,
right.
I had to really realize, like, man, these fans gonna hate you today, love you tomorrow, then hate you again. You know what I'm saying? And once I figured that out, it just motivated me to want to keep rapping. You know what I'm saying? But like the industry, and you feel like you gotta chase a record, or feel like you gotta be bigger than a certain person. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what they try to make you do. Like, even your so-called fans, you'll be on your own shit. Like, sometimes I get bored, I read my comments and shit like that, and the fans, they'll be like comparing you to other rappers and shit, compare you to this person. Oh yeah, you need a song with him, or you need a record like this, and oh, you falling off, that shit trash. And they'll see it, and then like, if you ain't got thick skin, that shit'll really make you want to give up.
Hell yeah.
You know, you gotta be like, man, hell no, I know I'm hard at the end of the day. Like, I know I'm hard, you know. And like, it was a time where I wasn't traveling. I wasn't doing no shows or nothing. This was before the pandemic. I had got stuck in Chicago for like 10 months fighting a case. My judge ain't let me travel. So I probably missed like at least like 3 million just in shows, because I couldn't go nowhere like for 10, 11 months for real. And big ass looks. I missed Rolling Loud, all the Rolling Louds, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I was making music, but I wasn't dropping it because my shit wasn't like, my brand wasn't where I needed it to be anyway. I feel like my shit would have flopped if I would have just dropped in the middle of that. So I had to overcome that shit. And while I'm overcoming it, that was when I'm reading the comments and seeing like, oh yeah, this nigga falling off. That shit ain't this ain't that.
You knowing you can't move,
and I'm
you
knowing I can't do shit.
Yeah.
So that shit kind of did have me like wanting to give up for real. And like, I'm like, I can't though. So I just kept going to the studio. This was right before PTSD dropped. That's what I was working on. That shit was like tough for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I wasn't making no money on the road. All I had was my ancillary money. So if I wasn't really like independent in my business, wasn't set up the way it was, I would have been fucked up for real. Like, wouldn't have been really seeing no money, you know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of times artists don't really see no money unless they doing shows and shit like that, you know? So I was spending a lot of money just being in Chicago. Like, I'm like, man, I had moved out my crib. All I had was my mama crib, my mama house. So I was staying downtown in hotels, and I'm telling myself, like, I'm not buying no condo because I'm not getting stuck. I'm not even trying to get comfortable here. Like, I'm finna just spend all this money in hotels and say, fuck it. So I'm spending a lot of money, but I ain't making no money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to the studio, and it's like I went into a real slump. And I'm like, man, this shit frustrated. It really made me, like, feel like, damn, I had to question myself, like, man, is this shit really finna work for me? You know what I'm saying? And just knowing that, and like, if a motherfucker really paying attention, that shit just inspire them to not give up, because you will go through them slumps where you really question yourself and you seeing everything else around the world moving but you. And you like, damn, man, is this shit getting ugly? Is it over with for me? Am I really finna be a story like one of them artists that just did this and ain't do nothing else?
Crazy that never was.
Exactly.
What pulled you out of that though?
When I actually finished my album, like when I was in the studio listening to my shit complete, and I felt like, damn, this shit hard. Like, I know when the world hear it, like I got that confidence listening to my music. Like man, when the world hear this shit, I know they gonna have to respect it. They gonna have to co-sign it. Like my whole album, when I heard it, it was complete, and I turned it in, and I had like right before my album dropped in February, I had one last court date, and I was betting on if I was gonna have to go sit down for my last gun charge, if I was gonna have to sit down, or if the judge was gonna throw it out and lift my travel. So I was betting on that, and I just had like high spirits, like man, I'm gonna be good. I know I'm gonna be good. So when they lifted the shit, like probably the end of January, right before I dropped my shit, it just gave me a breath of fresh air. Like, all right, my shit finna drop. I could move around. I could go tour. So I went straight to L.A. and moved back out there. I already had a crib in L.A., but I just wasn't. That shit was just sitting for like a year. You know what I'm saying? I had went back to my crib, and when I dropped my shit, it was like that shit ain't never happened. Like it's like when you go through them dark times and shit, and then you get to the finish line. It make you strong. It feel like that shit ain't never really happened for real. You forget about it. It was like a breath of fresh air. So I had to go through that to know like man, it's always light at the end of the tunnel. I'm like fuck it, I'm just gonna take whatever comes with this shit now. Like whatever frustrations or whatever like adversity that come with this shit, you just gotta take it and just lean towards it. That's what I did the whole time. Just lean towards it. Like man, fuck it, I'm gonna get through this shit, and I got through it.
What's the biggest key you think to being successful as an independent artist? Because a lot of people kind of like, man, that independent shit too hard, or I ain't got the money for it.
It is hard though.
It is hard, right?
That shit tough.
But what's some of the keys though?
You gotta have good internal like business. You gotta have good internal structure. Like I got partnerships. You know what I'm saying with Republic, with label services and in-grooves. With
okay, so you say you got a partnership. You're not signed to them, but you.
Yeah, no, for sure. We just partner in Universal right now.
Right.
So I feel, and it's the truth. Anybody could contest to it who actually know. If I didn't have a good internal business set up already, it wouldn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as my release schedule, the way I release music, the way I gotta package my shit and have it bundled to deliver to them, because all I'm supposed to really do is deliver, and then they just amplify the shit and make it what it's supposed to be. But you gotta have a good business set up internally to like make sure your shit is structured the right way, so you could go and get this independent, situation, or you could go partnering and have deals with like these big companies that's just gonna make your shit, reach the people that it's supposed to reach. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to spend money. That's the first thing though. You gotta spend money though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to spend money and know I'm spending money for my shit. So if you spending a couple $100,000 on marketing and you feel like, damn, I should have bought a Richard, I supposed to bought a Richard, you lost already. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand like, all right, shit, you balling in itself. That is balling. If I'm able to go spend $1 million or $500,000, whatever, right then on the spot to make sure my shit do what it's supposed to do, shit.
Right.
You can't tell me I ain't bossed up. I ain't gotta have no Richard, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to put my money right back into myself, and then the profit come later. So I might spend my liquid cash, put a couple million into my shit, and then shit, nigga, just really waiting. You making a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? You putting your money back into your shit and waiting to see what it's gonna do. And at the end of the day, the way like the digital shit and all this shit set up, you could actually see your analytics, you know what I'm saying, and what you projected to do and how much money you projected to make. I done seen it with my own eyes. So if you believe in your shit and you know that, why not and spend some money and you projected to make this, you feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is. It's kind of like, I ain't gonna lie, the music industry really like the streets at the end of the day. If you know how to hustle a little bit, you kind of could get it, you know what I'm saying? If you know how to hustle and spend money on yourself, it's like investing in your trap in a sense. You know what I'm saying? When you invest in your trap, shit, it's gonna blossom. You're gonna make profit, So with independent, it's just all about understanding like you're gonna have to put in the most work. You gotta pay for your own videos, you gotta pay for your own marketing, and then you could partner with, the label marketing or certain marketing and merchandise companies and shit like that. But you gotta figure that out internally. They're not gonna figure out your merch ideas, what you got to do for your shows as far as touring, you know what I'm saying? You got to partner with people. When you independent, you got to already put the work in and know, all right, I'm finna go hit these cities. I'm finna shoot these videos. I'm going to promote this single, or I ain't going to promote a single at all. I'm just going to turn my project in and let it do what it do. And they got to trust you to know, like, damn, he ain't got a single, but shit, we going to still fuck with it because I feel like it's going to do this, this, and this. You know what I'm saying? So it's a long way though. It's like you taking the stairs, you're not taking the elevator. You know what I'm saying? You gotta grow little by little, being an independent artist. But that's all they care about at the end of the day. As long as you're not doing this and you doing this, you ain't gotta grow this like this way. You feel what I'm saying? You could just do this. And they gonna still fuck with you because they making money and you making money and you doing all the hard work. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just delivering some shit. They gonna work, but all the hard work, you willing to do that yourself within your team. You know what I'm saying? So with being independent, you gotta work like that. And you feel me? It's
what's the first?
Look complicated.
But what's the first team member you think you need to have? Because artists always, I need a manager, I need a manager, I need a manager. But I'll be like, the manager ain't just gonna solve your problems. If you ain't got nothing going on, they can't manage shit. So I always tell people, man, get you a lawyer and an engineer first. That's me. You know what I'm saying? Sure. But what you think?
You definitely should have a lawyer automatically. You should have a lawyer. And that's a good setup, though. A lawyer, engineer, and you should have a PI or a publicist. And then the manager could come after that. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a good PI, a good publicist, I feel like, shit, that's kind of like having a manager in itself. You know what I'm saying? They going to get you the looks that you need. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, like, a manager is somebody who gonna go hustle for you. Don't get me wrong, they gonna go hustle for you. But if you don't got the right manager that's gonna get you the right looks, it's like you hustling backwards. You just getting all this shit and then you hustling just, you don't even know where you going. Nigga done did all this shit and been in every city and made some money, but your brand ain't grown at all. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta have I feel like you need a publicist or a PI that's gonna get you the right looks and get you the right brand and shit, and they gonna ask you what you trying to like accomplish within yourself in this amount of time. And when you do that, they gonna go out and try to get it. And if they not getting it, at least you see. You know what I'm saying? With a manager, you ain't really seeing that because they just bring you money. I got this opportunity. I got this. So nigga be eating, but your brand not growing. You feel what I'm saying? Especially being independent, you need that.
So if there were 3 things that you could make sure that your sons understood about life, what would they be?
If it was 3 things that I could, it'd be 1, that shit, the world cruel, ain't nothing gonna come to you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm tough on my kids a little bit. Like on the internet, it might look like I'm just, you know what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, I want my kids, especially with them being boys, they gotta have like ferociousness, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, with them, especially with them being my kids, they not gonna get no break. Like, nigga, you heard them, son. You had this shit easy. They gonna try to knock them right on their ass. So you gotta have you gotta be prepared for that. You gotta have thick skin for that. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. 2, it'll be you gotta be a hard worker. Like you gotta really go hustle. Cause I could have all this shit and I could give it to you, but I want my kids to be able to take what I get them and put that on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what, and you gotta learn that early. Like I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it's some way, or all the big shit that my kids get in life, I want them to have to like work for it and not necessarily like work and go make money. Just like
put in some kind of effort.
Put in some type of effort to make me proud to want to give you this shit. You know what I'm saying? And shit, you can have a Ferrari at 16 if you do that. You know what I'm saying? If you just working and you not on no lazy shit because you got it. And that's one thing that I like. And that scare me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being somebody that got money and able to do so much for their kids. Like, you get comfortable early. You know what I'm saying? And you want to give your kids the world because I worked hard for this shit. So I want to be able to spoil them. But it's like, it's a certain way you got to do it. And I ain't found that balance yet. Like, how do I spoil my kids without making them spoiled? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the last thing would be to respect women for sure. Just respect women, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with doing that, if you respect women, it'll just take you a long way. You know what I'm saying? It don't got to be just your woman. I feel like you just get blessings in life. Just respect the women. Respect the older women around
it lengthens your years.
Yeah. So I definitely teach them that, you know, because nowadays, like, shit, kids just ain't big on respect, period, especially towards women, you know what I'm saying? And seeing that shit on, like, the internet will make you definitely, like, not respect women, you know what I'm saying? I feel like those 3 things. Once you got, like, discipline and, like, ferociousness to understand that the world is against you already, like, and not being afraid of that and just willing to go conquer it, and you got to hustle, and you got, like, if you respect women, shit, you got self-respect, dignity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna let nobody disrespect you just because the respect you got for, like, women and them the people who raised you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you got them three, man, you gonna be good for sure.
For sure. And then another thing, too, that I always ask people, like, when they're here is, if you could pick, like, one or two things that you've never done in your life that you want to do, like, on, like, some bucket list type shit before you die, like, what would they be?
One, for me, probably jump off an airplane. I don't know why I want to do some shit like that.
Jump off an airplane? You talking about, like, the
like
skydive shit?
Yeah, like skydive off an airplane. I'm scared of that shit, though. I'm scared of it. But
so it'll be like you're fighting your fears type shit?
Yeah, I'm scared of that type of shit, but I want to do it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, even, like, when I seen it on TV or movies and shit, that shit be looking fun.
Why they don't let a nigga jump by himself, though? Why they got to lay on a nigga?
You got to lay on.
Yeah, I want to jump by myself.
See, that's what I want to do.
You better say your life if it don't go right.
Yeah. No, you ain't lying,
and
though.
But
I want to jump by myself,
like
though. He ain't lying. After you learn how to do it, yeah. Nah, that'll be just my luck. I do that shit. Nigga, fumble with some shit, man.
Let y'all have that one.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah. See, I ain't thinking about it like that.
Look right, yeah, laying on your back. I don't like that part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you gotta
jump out the motherfucker.
You gotta have a professional. You gotta be a woman or something. I'm gonna tell her, man, let me get a girl laying on my back. Like,
yeah,
fuck all that other shit. You gotta do it like that. The second shit I do on my bucket list, after I jump off a plane, man, it'll be like, I don't know. I want to go somewhere like some monumental shit, like see one of the wonders of the world, some shit like that. Yeah. You know, like I don't really travel. Like I never, as long as I still been like making money and shit and been an artist, I ain't really traveled. Only been to like 3 countries probably. That's it. I've been to Jamaica that one time. Well, I've been twice. I went with me and Big Bro went to Jamaica before. I've been to Canada, and I've been to Mexico and London with Juice WRLD. That was it. That
shit be cool though.
Yeah, no, hell yeah, that shit was like, them was some of the best times I had in my life. But just doing that, I want to travel. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Like non-work related travel.
I want to take some time where I'm just traveling, just me and my girl and my kids and shit. Just some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like with my family, my mama, take my mama to go see some shit like that. That's what I really want to do. Like, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I be hustling like real hard right now, because I want to just take like a real year off, man. Not to disappoint my fans, and I'm probably gonna still put music out, but I want to just take a year off to do whatever I want to do.
Right.
Because I've been working too hard for too long. I've been doing this shit down at 10 years, and I need to chill a little bit.
Chill.
Yeah.
G Herbo, we appreciate you, my brother. Congratulations on your new project, 25. You know what I'm saying? Much continued love and success to you. Any final words for the Big Facts supporters?
Yeah, man, for Big Facts, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to come here personally, and you know, because the shit we kick and we gonna talk on here, I don't be able to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like other blogs and other, like, not even blogs, just other podcasts and other outlets, you know what I'm saying, media outlets you come on, they not gonna really, like, pick your brain and make you say some shit that want to motivate or inspire somebody else, you know.
They just focus on the negative.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to come here so I could be able to talk about stuff from a real one, like get a woman perspective from Jade, talk to you, Scream, get your perspective, talk to Big Bro, because I know, like, Big Bro is like, he a real nigga. He fuck with real niggas, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I do it. I want to motivate the streets for real, you know what I'm saying? And motivate anybody that's listening, even if you're not in the streets, just motivate you to want to do something, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I really wanted to come on here. Yeah. So I could talk about that type of shit, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
That's why I said this shit, the culture, bro. We need more people to come on and, like, talk about shit like that that's gonna help somebody do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that other shit don't really be about nothing for real, you know what I'm saying? And just understanding that and knowing it, and when you seeing it from the outside looking in, you feel me, it make you wanna, like Brick Bro was just saying, like, man, hey, a nigga hear this and see this and be like, no, hey, I'm finna keep going, shit. Herbo did, fuck all that other shit, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, life gonna be hard. They gonna put, like, it's gonna be pressure on everybody who doing something, no matter if you're an artist, an athlete, whatever you doing, you know what I'm saying? But when you lean towards the pressure, you're going to overcome it, you know? And I feel like you only going to hear shit like that on Big Facts. You only going to be able to talk about shit like that on here, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I fuck with it, gang.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
No,
Big Fact.
www.bigfactspod.com. G Herbo, salute.
Big Herb.